Shalom, ladies and gentlemen. Today, as always, we'll be talking about our weekly Torah portion, Parshas Aharei, after the death of sons of Aaron. And our Parsha, it's blossoming with a lot of mitzvahs and recommendations and so on. But before that, again, I want to share with you my rabbinical pain. How many times, and I'm sure you, if you're watching this video, you encounter this problem the same way as a rabbi does. When you talk to people and invite them to the synagogue, to the holidays, offer them to study Torah, offer them to do mitzvahs, take a kashrus a little bit more seriously, you hear, okay, we were not raised this way. We are from old country, we don't know how to do this, nobody told us, we don't know all this new stuff, we were not raised in that way. Unfortunately, the people that live in certain culture, they still staying in that culture until they embrace the new one. Or it could be other way around. When you are already living the old culture and the old country and you come to the new one, how many times I have parents coming to me and saying, oh Rabbi, what do we do? Our children are not listening to us. They say we don't understand anything. It's not only me, Mark Twain was saying the same. But when the children tell us, okay, you don't understand socialism, our professor in college explained us what you did there in former Soviet Union, you did it wrong, or we don't want to live with your prejudice from the old times. You're telling us there are only two genders and a family. No, we are modern and progressive people. This way or another, there is kind of conflict from the both way. Either both sides. Either you live with the old in the old culture, or you embrace it and do not want to accept the new one, or you embrace the new culture and you forget your origins. Interestingly, our weekly Torah portions, those two problems, it doesn't consider as separate problems. It connects it into the one cause and outcome. It says in the Torah that when God take us out of Egypt, He says, please do not follow the example of Egyptians, the countries that you live, but when you come to the land of Canaan, do not embrace their culture as well. How those two things connected? The Torah connects them together, because whatever we will do, the exodus from Egypt, it's not a physical or geographical movement. It's all here, mentally. When you leave Egypt, all the time that you're still in this slavery mentality of the old culture and the culture that doesn't exist, the culture that you're actually escaping from, and do not embrace something new, something yours, you still are in Egypt. However, when you immigrate, when you come to the new place, you don't come to the vacuum. You come to the place of a different culture, and it could be exactly the same danger. It could be very comfortable to still live in the old culture and do not embrace new, but exactly the same comfort you can achieve with the fact that you just forget everything that you've been before of who you are and embrace new culture and try to be whatever we call a modern person. But what we as a Jewish people can do, unfortunately, we throughout the generation, we are the immigrants. We are constantly moving from place to place. And the Torah, exactly in the same sentence, after warning us that those two approaches, they connected, and the connection between them creates a problem. It says, simple, Jewish people, you have your own laws, you have your own culture. This phrase was told us in the desert when we were leaving Egypt and waiting to enter the new land of Canaan. It says, God tells us, I gave you the laws. This is your identity. This is who you are. So for Jewish person to be immigrant, it's either to live in the old culture or try to forget your own culture and live with the new one. The only way for the Jewish person not to be an immigrant and embrace the freedom is to live according to our own laws, our own culture. Thank you very much. Good luck. I see you next week.